more days I have left in me with corporate America. It is just so, it's too much. I sit at work and I have so many creative ideas that I want to put into play. Is that the right term? That like when I'm sitting there and there's nothing for me to do, I like want to leave and like go do things that are creative and that are fun and that are me. And it's really hard to like sit there and just wait for the clock to tick and strike 5, you know? So I'm really excited for what is next. Hi, can you tell me if you can hear me? Because I can't tell if my volume is working. And welcome. I hope you can hear me. But yeah, so this weekend I am launching like an entire new rebrand, if you will, of myself and what is next. And then April is kind of me like getting ready for my own. Okay, thank you so much for telling me you can hear me. And thank you so much for being here. So I'm just talking about how I don't know how many more days I can handle being in corporate America just because of like my creative juices are just pumping and flowing. And so I've spent a lot of time thinking about like what I want to give and how I want to be of service through my platforms. And I've really honed in on my mission for my channel. And so I'm really excited to like rebrand myself this weekend, just get out there what I've been like working on. And then I don't know about you, but what is it about nighttime when you lay down and you're like ready for bed and then you're like, oh my gosh, this is such a good idea. And this is such a good idea. And what if you started this clothing brand? And then what if you did this way? And then you would save so much time like doing it this way. But also at the same time, like I spend 8 hours a day working for somebody else. And then as soon as I get off work, I go and I pick up my kids and then I'm like listening to what my kids need. And like, when do I listen to myself? I don't really have that time throughout the day. I'm just constantly stimulated all day. So of course, when I finally like lay down, hi Mateo, when I just like lay down and I have like silence to myself, I can think my own thoughts, but at the same time I need rest. And so do I get a notepad? Like, do I need a notepad by my bed at night where when I have this creative idea, like I'm sitting up and like, I am gonna mute this person because why? I lost my chain of thought. Okay, so all of my creative juices are flowing. And so do I get a notepad and like put my notepad next to my bed? And then when I have an idea, I just sit there and write. But then I could also see myself like getting up just to write in my notepad. So I will put like my notes in my phone. Thank you, Mateo and Julian. Thank you. And like my notes app now is like all these ideas of all these things that I want to do, but I don't have the hours in the day. And I know what people are thinking, like, oh, just stay up late, get it done. But if I stay up late, like what is the quality of that work that's going to get done? I have to sleep, you know? So basically what I'm saying is I'm gonna start calling into work so that I can work on myself. Do you know what I mean? Okay, well, I just got off work and I am heading to my toes right now. That's gonna cost you some money. I'm heading to the mall right now. I'm gonna go get some things and then I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm going to do that for myself today because I deserve to go to the gym. Then I'm gonna edit some content for you guys. I just put out 2 shorts and 1 long form video. My long form video, people have been asking me why I left my husband, and I finally sat down and I tell you the story about why I left my ex. I don't sugarcoat it, and some images are hard to see, but I do warn you before I put those images on the screen. Thank you, Renisha's Life. I hope I'm saying your name right. I really do. I am always so scared to like say hi to people because I don't want to say their names wrong. But the struggle out here is real. Oh, what is happening? And just out here putting people on timeout. Anyway, I don't know where I'm going with the rest of this conversation, but I used to think that if I could have a superpower, you wish you could fly, you wish you could like read people's minds, although nowadays you really probably don't want to read people's minds, but right now, I wish I could just stop time and then use that 1 hour. I just want 1 extra hour to get ahead, because as a single working mom, I work so hard to do things that aren't necessarily for myself. And yeah, I'm excited for this rebrand. And I hope that what is coming is just affirming that I'm here to help and be of service to the people that find me and that I find through platforms. And I think that's everything. I'm happy to answer questions. Questions are my favorite thing. Even if you're watching this live and this live is over, if you put a question in my comments, I'll answer it. I will literally answer almost any question except for my toenail polish color. That's like $100. And yeah, it's kind of like a tell-all, you know? 90 Day Fiance. Anybody? Do you guys want to go with me to the mall? If you can guess what store I'm going to at the mall, I will give you a $10 gift card. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you found me. I'm happy you're here. Okay, so if you can guess the store that I'm going to at the mall, I'm only going to one store. Unless, okay, I will swing by Nespresso because the flavor I got, okay, last year they had raspberry white chocolate flavor Nespresso. Jose, I'm not going to Kmart, but that was a good guess. And now this year they have a strawberry white chocolate. It's not the same. It's not this. You don't taste any strawberry and you don't taste any white chocolate. And so I'm depressed. So I gotta swing by Nespresso, and then if you can tell me the other store, not Best Buy. These are good guesses though. I will give you a hint. They're having an infamous sale right now. And I don't think a man is gonna guess this one. But let me know. And then you can also ask me questions. I will stay on live for like 5 more minutes, but then I think I'll be there. And why do I always have coats here? Like, this is so embarrassing. So embarrassing. Oh my gosh, you like the strawberry white chocolate? I'm glad you like it. For me, the raspberry white chocolate just hit. And then they had an almond croissant one. Oh my gosh. The almond croissant one is now my favorite flavor. I would love to recreate it. It's basically just almond. Joann Fabrics. They're going out of business. But no, that's not where I'm going. What would I get at Joann Fabrics? I know they have more than fabric. Thank you all for being here. If you have not watched my video on why I divorced my husband, it is on my YouTube. If you just pop in your AirPods and you listen to the story, it is pretty wild. And I will be live again Saturday morning, and I will be doing my breakfast meal prep on Saturday morning with you guys. And then my rebrand will have launched at midnight on Friday. And so yeah, my Linktree has my Instagram, my TikTok, even though I don't really know do we know what's happening with TikTok? Do we know what's happening at all? I don't feel like we know anything that's going on. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here, and I'll talk to you again so soon. Have a great day or night.